So welcome to NoAgenda. I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who has left their comments, and your encouragement means a lot to me. Just wanted to say that. I'm continuing with reading Baba Bulleh Shah's verses. So today's kafi is something that I'd heard from my dad when I was growing up. So the last line is different from what is in the book. And of course, I refer to this book, which is the Murthy Classical Library of India. It's called Sufi Lyrics of Baba Bulleh Shah. There is a translation by Christopher Shackle, but today's translation is my own, so I'm not using his translation as much. So it goes, Tera Naam Dhiyayida, Tera Naam Dhiyayida, Bulleh Nalo Chulla Changa, जिस पर तुआम पकाई दा रल फकीरां मजलिस कीती भोरा भोरा खाई दा रल फकीरां मजलिस कीती भोरा भोरा खाई दा रिंगड़ नालों खिंगड़ चंगा जिस पर पैर कसाई दा बुल्ले शाह शौ ओनू मिलदा जड़ा बकरा बने कसाई दा. So this is how I remember the last line, and then the book says it as Bulleh Shah nu sohi pave jo bakra bane kasai da. So there's that little bit of difference. Let me see if I can translate it. So it goes, Tera Naam Dhiyayida, Tera Naam Dhiyayida. Now, in my understanding, he's describing the stage of meditation that he's at. Anyone who's ever tried to meditate understands that it is very hard to keep the mind focused, or to keep your attention focused on the object of your meditation and to not waver. So that is it's certainly not possible for a novice to have that concentrated or the collected mind that stays on that object of meditation. In this case, he's meditating on the name. So I feel like he's describing that that's the stage that he has reached, where he's able to stay on the name Tera Naam Dhiyayida, and then he repeats to say Tera Naam Dhiyayida. And then he goes on to say Bulleh Nalo Chulla Changa. Better than this Bulla, who has reached that stage in meditation, is the chulla, the fire on which food is cooked, because that serves someone, it feeds someone who is hungry. So that object which is of use to someone is better than this being who meditates. Now, I think the thing to keep in mind is that I don't think he's saying meditation is not a good thing. That's not the meaning here. Meditation is definitely a worthy activity to be pursued, and I think that message is mostly for my own kids. I don't want them to come back and use that as an excuse to get out of meditation. So definitely I think it is an activity worthy of being pursued. It is very hard to sit in meditation, and it is hard to attain the state where the mind can be collected on whatever object you choose to direct it towards. But what he's saying is that even better, as great as meditation is, and as hard as it is to reach that state of one-pointed concentration, even better than that is being of service to someone else. And that theme continues through the rest of the kafi, where he says, Ral Fakira Majlis Kiti. So when the fakirs, the wise men, sit down and talk in a pora pora khaida, that every word must be eaten like a precious morsel that is to be tasted, chewed, and then digested. So it's very important to listen to the wise men, and when they talk, sometimes they're really good books, you end up reading them again and again, because every word is so deep that maybe the meaning isn't apparent the first time. And then he again goes on to negate that by saying Ringad Nalo Hingad Changa. A Ringad, my understanding, is a clan of intellectual Muslims from the Rajasthan area who place a lot of importance on the theory and the theology. So in the first line, he said, when the wise men, when the intellectuals sit down and talk, you listen to each word, pora pora khaida. But then he says, better than this ringer, better than the theologian, is the kinger. Kinger is a deformed brick which is not good enough to be used in the building. So it's just left outside for people to wipe their feet on. So if you get gobar or something on your foot, you could wipe it with the kinger. So he's now saying better than this theologian is the kinger, the deformed brick, that at least comes to some use. Again, I don't think he's saying don't indulge in theory or don't try to understand theoretically whatever your religion is saying, but he's saying the practice, the application of what you understand is more important. And the last line sort of bothers me because maybe I don't understand it. It says, Bulleh Shah son. Sorry, I keep getting confused with what's in the book and what's in my head. So, Bulleh Shah son onu milda jeda bakra bane kasai da. That God or the ultimate reality is revealed to him who allows himself to be butchered by the world. Like I said, I think I don't understand it because does it mean you allow other people to abuse you? Why? So yeah, so if anybody understands the deeper meaning of that line, please let me know. But that's just a literal translation there. Well, that was that. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a while since I've done any recordings, so I hope I can be more regular now. Thank you.